After watching this movie, I have to say, Pamela Anderson has still got it. Now, when this was announced to be in the works, I didn't have much thoughts on it because I was yet to see the Naked Gun trilogy. I have to say, after watching that trilogy for the first time in preparation for this movie, what a special genre of comedy this is. I mean, really. Even if I don't think any of those movies are perfect per se, I definitely had delightful times with all three of them, with two being my favourite. And when the trailers for this movie started releasing, my hype went through the roof because it just looked so much fun and it looked absolutely hilarious. Plus, Akiva Schaffer was directing it, who understands comedy because he directed Popstar and is a part of The Lonely Island. I genuinely mean it when I say this is my favourite comedy of the decade so far. I mean, wow. For one, Liam Neeson is just such a treat to watch deliver/perform these jokes, and when we've just gotten so used to him playing the stoic tough guy who's had something taken from him.
Say that again?
Which, by the way, yes, this movie makes fun of all of those things many times, and I found it hilarious each and every time. I also had no idea Pamela Anderson was this funny, but she was absolutely amazing. Everyone in this movie, though, just did such an amazing job at doing these jokes and chewing up the scenery. I just really have missed when comedies didn't take themselves seriously at all and focus on making you laugh as often as possible, and this movie exceeded at that tremendously. I mean, I don't think a minute went by where I wasn't crying of laughter, and even when a joke didn't land, it didn't matter because it was still amusing to watch, and there was a joke to quickly follow up that did land right after. Even the story of this movie, I was surprised was actually good. And look, did it break new ground? No, but with the type of movie this is, you know, the fact that it's a parody of the genre it's tackling, the story absolutely works, and I never felt uninvested at all. I can say the exact same thing for the villain as well, because in no way is the villain original, but for once I can say that's the point. The villain is not original, but it plays into that and points out how Hollywood just puts these kind of villains in so many action movies. Something I was also really shocked by with this movie is that the cinematography was surprisingly really good to really great. I loved the action in this movie especially because the way they film the action scenes and managed to have such dynamic and creative movements, I wish more action movies would do, and just the way the fights went down themselves are absolutely hilarious to me. There's one action scene in this movie that you will know what it is when it's happening, and I absolutely loved every second of it. Final thing I want to talk about is the runtime of this movie. Look, I miss when not every movie was trying to be 2 hours for no reason, and this movie has the perfect runtime of 85 minutes, and I have to say it made use of every single second of that runtime. And yes, stay for the credits because this movie is telling jokes to the very end and just fires on all cylinders essentially to the very last second. It also flew by, it never dragged on, it never felt like it went on for too long, it felt like it went on for the perfect runtime, and I wouldn't change a single thing about the pacing. Look, I could rave about this movie all day, and I beg you all to please go out and see this. Even if you don't love it, I feel like most people are going to have a really good time with it, and I know I'm definitely going to see it again soon because I just loved it so much, and I really do hope that we see a resurgence in the parody genre if this movie does well at the box office. I've thought about it, guys, and look, I'm going to give this movie a 10 out of 10. Also, yes, I'm rating movies out of 10 now. Go on my letterbox for the out of 5 ratings. Bye.